My name is William Kircher, and I'll just be doing a really quick run through of CSC 578 Homework 2. So the first thing we have to do is modify our evaluate function. So as you can see here, I have the correct count the same, so it just counts the number of correctly predicted instances. And for accuracy, we just divide by n, or the total number of test instances. This is where I calculate the MSE, cross entropy, and log likelihood in the same for loop. It's just easier. So basically, for the MSE, I'm summarizing over the difference in the network output and the desired output squared. We sum them up, and after the for loop, divide by 2 times n. Similarly with cross entropy, I'm summing over as the equation states, the desired output times the natural log of the network output plus 1 minus desired output times the natural log of 1 minus network output. So sum across all those and divide by negative n. And I have NP that nan to num here, just in case this value or this value is 0, because it's undefined. So that'll just make it 0. For log likelihood, we only care where the target's 1, or we only care about the target value, which is 1. So we're summing, or subtracting in this case, so plus negative, the natural log of the network output, and dividing by n. So that's just, and then we return it as in a single list of all these values, so current count, accuracy, MSE, cross entropy, and log likelihood. And we actually print these results in SGD up here. Yep. So after we deal with the training data here, we print the results. Similarly with the test data, if it exists. With respect to keeping track of the total results, created an empty list here. This will hold all the epochs. This is the results for each epoch. And, the evaluate function returns, remember, as that list. And I just append it to the epoch result. And after all the results are appended, I append that specific epoch results to the total results. And then I just return it here. With respect to the early stop, I have the variable here called early stop equals 0. And after we deal with the training data, if the accuracy is greater than or equal to term percent, so if say it's 0.8, if accuracy is greater than or equal to 0.8, we set the variable to 1. And after we've printed all the results, we check that. If early stop equals 1, then we break from this loop and we stop at that epoch. The back propagation modification portion of the homework, I'm just going to skip over it because it's described in the paper that will be submitted with this assignment. So now I can get on to the running the code here. So for just one instance, looking at the IRIS 423, we run it. This is just one epoch. And as you can see here, our results match. We have the MSE, cross entropy, log likelihood, number correct, and the accuracy for the training and the test. And that matches with the professor's results. This is to check our SGD function here. So again, this is just one instance. This is an instance with a training and test. So it's the same results as above. And this is the results with just the training and no test. So we have the training results and just an empty array here for the test. Now moving on to running the actual with a lot more instances, on these, running it with the iris.csv here. So yeah, we're gonna run that, and now we can load the network here with term percent equals, let's do a 0.6 first. As you can see, our results match with the professor at 6 epochs. Cover at 0.8, I was unable to match. I got 90 epochs instead of 93. and I'm guessing it has something to do with a rounding error. I'm not 100% on this though. But the results do match for this one as well for the 427.3 network. Um, the same data, so at 0.6 uh, turn percent, just like the professors, I get 33 epochs, and at 0.8, I'm getting 125 epochs. Slight difference in numbers because of rounding, but yep. Anyway, that's my code, and it matches for the most part. So, yep. Thanks for your time.